Hi everybody, this is Antoinette and I am on my comfy couch and I thought that I would make a video to let you all know how I have been doing in regards to my fibro and my diabetes. Now I uploaded a video last week I think, and it talked about my intake of black seed oil and my progress at that time, but that was about 5 months ago that I recorded that video. Excuse me, I thought I had uploaded it, but I found that I didn't. So I uploaded it anyway, but I wanted to give you an update from that video. I'm going to try and make this brief because I know you all have things to do. So let me start out by saying that I have the diabetes under control, and I believe I have my fibro under control. Now, as far as my diabetes, now, I was diagnosed, if you look at the past videos, you'll see that I was diagnosed with fibro, approximately a year and a half ago. And actually, it isn't fibromyalgia that I initially heard, but my doctor informed me that it's called polymyalgia rheumatica, which is a specified form, I believe, of fibro. So the area of my body in which was being affected is the polymyalgia rheumatica, which is basically from my neck to my hips. So, I don't know, fibro, I guess, was so much easier for me to grasp because I've never heard of polymyalgia rheumatica before, but he kept saying it, and for some reason I kept hearing fibromyalgia, but he made it clear to me that no, that's not what you have. What you have is polymyalgia rheumatica. So I'm okay with that, and I've done the research on that, and I continue to do the research on that. But in essence, it affects your body from your neck to your hips, or a little bit below your hips, because when I was originally um, in the process of being diagnosed, um, my butt was, man, on fire. It was so bad to a point where I couldn't sit down. So, um, and then my neck, I couldn't hardly move my neck because of the pain. And so, there was the area and everything in between, like my shoulders and everything in between. But it didn't affect my feet or my legs or my ankles or anything like that. And so that's where they came up with the diagnosis. So I haven't had any flares. My original prednisone um, prescription was 20 milligrams, and now I am at 7.5 milligrams, and I will am going to try and wean myself off in the next week or so after the holidays. So I'm going to go down to 5 and see where I am there. I tried it before a month or so, or maybe 2 months ago, and it didn't work. I got to 7.5, and it was tolerable pain, but it got to a point where I was like, enough already. So I went back to 10 and started all over with the advisement of my primary physician. So I'm saying all that to say, don't try all this stuff without talking to your physician first. You have to have a really good relationship with your physician, um, and to do this. And you also have to know your body. And that is one thing, if I haven't learned anything in this past year and a half, it's you have to know your body, and you have to pay attention because it honestly, it will tell you what's wrong. So, yeah, so that's it about the fibro. So as far as the diabetes is concerned, there had been times before my diagnosis where my numbers was in the 430s, which is a ridiculous number. And even then, I was totally against being diagnosed as having diabetes. And that's only because I saw what my mother went through, and I was in denial. And so when my physician finally spoke to me, my primary finally spoke to me, and she was like, look, Antoinette, come on now. Enough is enough. And at that time, um, my numbers weren't in the 400s anymore, of course, because I was given medication. But she instructed me that I have to keep the numbers under 150. Um, she explained to me that over 150, it will begin to affect your organs. And so my goal, because in some respects I'm an overachiever, I I got it 150. Man, I'm trying. If I can keep it at 100, 120, then I really think that I'm doing good. And so far, it's been in that area of 110, 130, but I keep it. I try my very best to keep it in that range. Um, and that means that I have to pay attention to what I eat and what I drink, and off and you know I I like sweets, not so much. I like specific things. I put it like that. One, there, I like specific things. So, um, uh, like like pound cake, yum. In pies and certain pies and stuff like that. And I had a tendency to go overboard with that because I liked it. But now I'm learning that, I only need a slice, and, or like ice cream with my pie. They used to put 2, 3 scoops of ice cream on that slice of pie. But, I just want a little bit of ice cream and a little bit of pie or cake or 1 or 2 cookies, and I'm good, as opposed to eating all of that and then having to deal with it later, trying to bring the numbers down. Um, now I got to take more medication. And at this point, I am not on insulin shots. I'm just on an insulin pill, and I'd like to keep it that way, or maybe get off of it totally. So that's my goal. That's my goal with the diabetes. And so I really try to pay attention to what I'm eating, pay attention to how I'm feeling, and um, take care of whatever that is right then. That's really become an important part of my life right now. I still juice. I juice. I try to juice daily, or when I juice, I make enough juice that'll last me 1 or 2 days because I don't like cleaning out the juicer. Ugh. But I do it anyway. Because I know it's good for me. And so the juice that I am on now is I'm doing a celery, carrot, and cucumber juice, my 3C juice, and um, you know, it's really good for me. And I'm truly not a doctor or anything, but I can just tell you what works for me. And and it might be the reason why I'm feeling better than I have been feeling in the past. So the celery, they're all antioxidants, and they're good at good for your digestive system. They're good for detoxifying your body because one of the things that's important for me is I don't want medication to linger in my body and then go in my cells and all that stuff. Come on, do what you got to do and get and flush it out. And so I really work towards detoxifying my body. And so I try and drink that juice every day. I do green juices also, which it has kale in it and spinach and kale, spinach, and collard. And so, but when I make those juices, I have to put more apple than I should because that is not a good tasting juice. It's so you gotta liven that juice up. Well, at least I do. Some people can drink that juice like that, but I gotta liven it up a little bit. And so I'll do the kale, the collard, and the spinach, and then I'll put some apple in it and maybe some carrot, for some sweetness. And those juices work wonders. You just have to be consistent, with the juices. So if I might do, if I have it available for myself, I might do like a green juice one day and then my celery juice, my 3C juice, the next day, and and alternate. But I really try to um, keep those juices in my system, and because I do feel that it's helping. So, and I also, and one of the videos I did, I don't know if I did it early this summer or something, but I talk about hydrating your body. And so, and I still do that. It's winter, so it's, I don't, I like more warm juices, more warm drinks. So um, I haven't been drinking as much water as I should be, and I got to get back on that. Um, but I do drink a lot of tea, so I think that counts for something. So yeah, so let me talk about my tea drinking for a minute. So I do love teas, and I drink tea daily, and it doesn't matter what kind of tea it is. Although I don't tend to like floral teas, like jasmine and stuff like that. It tastes too much like flowers. So uh, I like the tea I'm drinking now is called black lemon tea, which is really good, really really good. I need that. So black lemon tea. So I get my teas from Wegmans, right? And this is like a sidebar. I get my teas from Wegmans. Some of my teas from Wegmans, and because they have like an area where they sell loose leaf teas, and they're they're they have all different kinds from all different parts of the world, and so I like to try the teas that they have. So like this black lemon black tea, its origin is from India, right? However, for a pound of this tea, I bought this tea in March. So this tea at the time was $29.99 a pound. But do you think I bought a pound of that tea? First of all, do you know how much tea that would be? It's a lot of tea. So that's a lot of tea. It's a lot of, haha. Okay, play on words. Anyway, so this tea here, I only got, I only purchased 90 cents of this tea, and it was in this envelope right here. And actually it was quite a bit of tea in here. I'm right here now, but it was a lot of tea, you know for me to bring home. And generally when I purchase these teas, I usually only get maybe like dollar 50, $2 max, um because I have so many of these envelopes to purchase all these different teas. So yeah. So I kind of keep myself hydrated with the teas if I'm not drinking water. And some of the teas don't even need sugar. I'm actually surprised that um, I don't take as much sugar in my teas as I used to. Uh, but I think that's because I'm aware of my sugar intake. So if I do need to sweeten my tea, I'll use a little agave nectar, and that's it. And I don't even need a lot of that. I guess sometimes I just need to sweeten it just a little. And sometimes the sugar for me enhances the flavor. And so that's what I do. But I don't use much sweetener at all. Yeah, that's my update for you all. We're at 15 minutes now, and I didn't want it to go that long. But let me see. So um, I will do another video soon for you to give you additional updates on how it's going with me. In the meantime, you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And don't forget to love someone. Give them a kiss and give them a hug. Take care of yourself. And yeah, I'm doing real good, guys. Oh yeah, remember the black seed oil that I've been taking. I'm still on the black seed oil. I take the capsules that I have are 1,250 milligrams. I take 2 a day, one in the morning or towards the afternoon, and one in the evening before I go to bed. And if you want information on the black seed oil, look at my other video that I posted last week um, to get more information on that. It has been really helpful for me in my journey to better health. So if you have any questions, please post them. Any questions or comments, post them at the bottom. I'll be sure to answer them or respond to them as quickly as I can. But again, in the meantime, you all take care of yourselves, and God bless you all. And I truly, truly, truly hope to see and speak with all of you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.